Hi guys, Gina here. I'm going to scrapbook this picture of my niece Casey at the pumpkin patch, and this picture is very orange and pink, so I'm kind of building off of that color scheme, but also adding a bit of this deep teal color just to give it a little bit of contrast. So that's the picture. I pulled these 3 die cut pieces from this stack from Design Cuts with a View. I've had this for a long time. And as you can see, it's all kinds of, so there's some cardstock that's in that shape, but then there's also these like pull apart die cut pieces that are in there. And let's see if there's a date on it, 2009. And I bought this when it first came out, but I've only used it a few times. And since I'm going to be making a bunch of fall layouts today, I thought that I would go ahead and pull that out and try to get some use out of that. So these are 3 pieces from there. So we have the orange and the turquoise. There's some green in there as well. I pulled this sheet of paper from My Mind's Eye Miss Caroline. This is Dilly Dally Best Vines paper, and it has this polka dot and deep teal on this side, and then this floral pattern on that side. I pulled this piece of pattern paper from Cosmo Cricket. This is Salt Air Coral Bloom, and this one's called Just Keep Swimming. And it has this wave kind of pattern on this side, and then these florals on that side. I pulled out this set. Let me see if I can get it so you can see it. Here we go. Let's do it this way. There we go. They're fabric stickers from Little Yellow Bicycle. And these actually came in a kit club that I belong to. I pulled these alpha stickers from Sassafras. These thankful pennants from Elle Studio. These stamps from Lily Bee Design. They're Autumn Spice. Pardon me. This canvas shape from Canvas Home Basics. It's just a circle. It's just canvas. This is a die cut from this Pink Paisley City Sidewalks collection. I have these 2 sets of cardstock stickers from Stella and Rose. This one is Hazel Fancy Sticker Tags, and this one is Hattie Buddies. I pulled this Distress ink from Tim Holtz. This is Peacock Feathers. I pulled these 3 flowers, and I don't know who made them. They're just from my stash. And then I pulled a few of these die cut pieces from American Crafts. Some of them are from the Amy Tangerine collections, and some of them are from this new Dear Lizzie collection here. And I keep the Amy Tangerine ones are in these little envelopes that I just purchased. And I keep the label in there, but I just keep them stuck in these little envelopes. And that's where we're going to start, and I hope you enjoy. Thanks for watching. Hey guys, so I went back and forth about whether or not to cut all of this out because I'm going to make a major mistake in this layout right here as I cut these papers down. I don't know what I was thinking. It's funny to watch, and I wanted a border around this. I wanted a border on the outside of this layout, and I completely messed this up. So you'll see it in a minute what I do and then how I try to fix it. But the problem is I didn't measure, measure twice, cut once, don't screw things up, But I didn't measure the die cut piece that I wanted, and I'm going to change the adhesive here, but I didn't measure that die cut piece that came out of that Design Cuts with a View stack. And you'll see when I lay it down that I realize what a major mistake. See, I wanted that blue turquoise paper to stand out a bit more than it does. And it just doesn't work. So I think I'm gonna I do actually pull it all up, and then I add additional papers around it. It was the only blue paper I had, and I really felt like between that sort of top note design die cut there and that very bold floral red and yellow paper, it really needed that kind of easing from one pattern to the other. So here I'm going to try to rig it so that I'm going to put strips of paper behind it so it looks like there's a full piece of paper back there, but I cut that piece way too short, and at the end it turns out to still be too short, and I just had to go with it. It wasn't working out the way I wanted. And actually, once you see the completed layout here, I'm not happy with this at all. I'm not liking the colors. I think there's too much contrast between the colors, but sometimes, you get all the way through a layout and then you look at the final product and you're like, oh no. But it's in the book, so that's what's important, I guess. And here I'm going to fiddle with trying to make this border that I wanted initially. And maybe next time I'll try to, I don't know, measure or something. I wouldn't hold my breath on that though. The last thing I want is for scrapbooking to become some kind of, job or something like that. So here I'm trying to get those dots to line up, but it's not going to work out, but whatever. So then I just give up. Like in my career, like what I do for a living, it's very precise. I work in clinical research, so it has to be perfect. I mean, you don't want the FDA to come in and see any kind of, mistakes or anything. So the my professional life is black and white, has to be perfect. So I definitely don't want to spend my time in the craft room, dealing with all the rules and regulations or whatever that people say about scrapbooking. So, yeah, I could have redone this layout to make it something that I really loved, but as far as I'm concerned, cute little Casey's in the book, and we move on to the next photo. So that's kind of my idea. So I'm putting those other two die cut pieces down there, and then that fabric circle. I actually got that fabric circle on clearance for some, and here again, I don't plan anything, so I tend to pull things up and put things back down, and it just becomes kind of a mess. But I thought I would put that die cut underneath the fabric square, and then decided no, I want it above it, and it's just a whole lot of back and forth. As you guys know, if you watch my videos, we go back and forth. And I actually like the layout of this. I actually like the design, I guess, if you will, of this layout. I like the elements that are on the page. I just don't like the colors. So, live and learn. I'm just adding some die cuts down the side there from most of them are American. Some of them are from the new Fifth and Frolic, and then some of them are from Amy Tangerine from, I think it's Ready, Set, Go. Or it could be Sketchbook too. I've now labeled those die cuts with those names, but before I didn't have it labeled that way. And American Crafts doesn't call it Sketchbook on the packaging of those die cut pages or call it, Fifth and Frolic. So I've added that now to where I keep my die cuts, but at the time that I shot this video, it wasn't there. So I'm not sure which one it was. So I'm going to add those photos and cut out some of these, or at least just that one date sticker from that L Studio page to add the date there. And add those flowers. And here I'm going to take a stamp from this Lily Bee Design stamp set, and I love that stamp set. It's come in handy for Project Life, but I'm going to stamp this and then not use this at all. It says documented memories. I can't decide what angle to shoot these, like how close in give me some feedback on that if you have any, about like, do you want the camera angle to be tighter into what I'm doing, or is this far out okay, or whatever. I'm not really sure. I go back and forth, so I'm not really sure what is best. Here I'm just taking one of those labels from one of those Stella and Rose collections and adding that in, getting some pink in there, trying to figure out what I want to do with that date sticker. And just more playing with embellishments here to find out exactly how I want to fill the space. So I actually took that gratitude, I think it says gratitude, or it says beautiful. I think it says beautiful. I don't have the layout in front of me, but I took it off the ribbon and then used that just as another element on the page. And then that awkward space between where the journaling cards are and where that round die cut is bothering me, so I want to fill that in with something. I'm going through all my stuff to see what I have. Where am I going to put that date sticker? Where am I going to use all 3 flowers or just use the 2 flowers? I picked up that Lily Bee stamp packaging because it's a polka dot. It's like a cream and white polka dot, and I thought maybe I could use that, but I ended up not doing that. Sometimes I use packaging like that, but not on this particular layout. And here I'm just lining up my letter stickers. And the title of the page is going to be Precious Pumpkin, so I'm just trying to line that all up where I want it. I got this wax paper idea from, I think her name's Mercy Tierra. Her name's Tracy, but I think her YouTube name is Mercy Tierra, something like that. She uses the wax paper to place her alphabets all the time, and I thought that was a great idea. So I don't do it often, but I should do it more. But when I'm trying to figure out really tight spacing, it really comes in handy. So now I'm going to drop my title on there. And I still have to figure out that embellishment cluster that's going to go in the bottom right hand corner. But typically when I get to a point where I'm like, I don't know what I'm going to do, I put the title on the page. Because typically when I lay my photos down, I know where the title is going to go. But the embellishments, not always. I'm suffering from really bad insomnia right now, so I didn't get any sleep last night. So if I tend to be rambling more than usual or something, that's why. And again, I'm just playing with these flowers to see what I want to do to fill in that space, which flowers I want to use. I keep all of my flowers and buttons and color assortment in those Sterilite drawers. I just taught so yellow and orange are together. And I decide I like these flowers, so I'm going to put those on. What I don't like is the mini glue dot, so I pulled out a larger glue dot to hold those flowers down. Ooh, I tried not to yawn, but I couldn't hold out. Sorry about that. And I'm just doing some last minute rearranging of things, putting things on foam adhesive. And now I seem to have run off somewhere. And I don't know what I'm doing. There, I'm back. Oh, I went to get some bling. The flowers, those dark rust orange flowers have rhinestones in the middle of them, so I thought that I needed to add them somewhere else on the page, and that's why I went and got the rhinestones and did that. And again, like, it's not a bad layout, but it's not one of my favorites. So that's basically it. I'm going to stamp the date on there, and then this one is going to be finished. Just like that. So thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed, and let me know what you think about how close you want the video to be. Oh, am I going to do something else here? Oh, my bad. So I bought this $1, it's a Studio G set from Michael's or Joann's or something, and I keep it with my Project Life stuff. It's all individual alphabet letters. I'm put Casey's name down there. And now that's it, I believe. So thanks you guys for watching, and just let me know what you think about the camera angle. See you next time. Bye.